All right, it's time now for our Club of the Week, and Robert Rackow has been out to Langlands Park and he's been able to find out how one of the competition's great clubs came from very humble beginnings.
Club started out originally as Coorparoo in 1917 and they had quite a deal of success in those years actually, and then 1933 with the advent of district football, Coorparoo and Wynnum Club will combine to form the new Eastern Suburbs District Club, and that's basically how the club started. Second World War treated the club very badly. I think in 3 years they only won one game. Blokes like Taffy Welch, who was the president at the time, and Heck McGuinness were the mainstays of the club. They actually used to walk around the streets of Brisbane looking for servicemen who might be looking for a game on the Saturday to make up the numbers for their teams. But then after the war they had some real legends of the club, Nev and Jack Ryrie, two great forwards, blokes like Tommy Drysdale and Cliffy Green, and these fellows came on and there was a real golden run for the club. Coming back into more our times, I mean fellows like the Morrises of course and Johnny Lang were great footballers.
In those days we didn't have a clubhouse, everything was operated out of the Stones Corner Hotel basically. We used to have a drink in the dressing rooms after, and then behind the old grandstand that's still standing, and we had some characters around the place. Wally Taylor and Billy's brother were the strappers, and they were the old type strappers, you know, with the boxing background. And the old Wally once said to me, he said, "You never cut your fingernails the day you play, mate." I said, "Well, what's the difference they're going to make?" And he said, "Well, us boxers, you know, everything's got to be, you know, perfect. You can't cut your fingernails because it'll put your feelings off the end of your fingers and you might drop the ball." So all these little things that these old blokes used to try and, you know, drum into us. So.
You know, Des basically did all that could be done in the club. He came down here from Ipswich in '68. They played in the grand final in '68 and played in all those grand final successes through the '70s. He started off as a player, then as the A-grade coach.
76, 77, 78, 79, I was the captain coach, which wasn't so unusual in those days, I think. But you know, I had some very good players here at the time, and all those guys are still very much part of our lives. You know, they often ring up or come down to the game, or you know, we see on a fairly regular basis. I think at the end of '68 they built our first clubhouse here, which was a rectangle building, hosted probably about 500 people or something like that. But to see what it's become now, it's great. You know, we're really proud of it. It's really well designed, it's well managed. You know, Shana McLean is the manager of the Leeds Club, and you know, everything's spot on. And the good thing is that it works in harmony with the football club. But you know, there's a lot of places you see where it's a Leeds Club and a football club, and we're fortunate that we're really got a good relationship with the Leeds Club, so that you know, we can only go forward.